Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Should have done some of this before I started. Oh well, I'm doing it live, I suppose. There we go. Just needed to hear myself. Ooh, appears I'm doing some of the tutorial as I'm messing around in menus. Oh, I didn't actually know that. I didn't know you could pan or zoom. That's actually pretty nice. stuck. I'm just riding in traffic, that's all. Alright, poll time. Can you actually... Yeah, I was wondering this, actually. Can I... Let's see. Starting vehicle, go. It's actually a 400i, isn't it? Or a 300i. And then 240BX. Go! Let's test this feature out. There's not that many people watching right now, but we'll go ahead and launch a poll. See what the one chat member thinks should be the starter vehicle. Let's see, how will this even show up? Now I know I clicked on a poll. Oh, there we go. Oh, it is a 240 IX. Okay. I drove this. I chose this one the first time. I think I am going to go with. I mean, I did this one a whole lot. This one actually has fewer miles on it, so this one might actually be the better deal anyway, right? Let's just go ahead and pull them all out. Sure, why not? Hello, Nerf God. Oh, I just started. I'm just doing the tutorial right now. Yep. Just started. I'm in the process of selecting the starter vehicle right now. In fact, there should be a poll up so that you can vote on what car I should start with. I mean, I'm gonna default to the Covet if 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 nobody votes. Really? That's odd. I guess so, but it's a little bit different. It's a mid-trim Covet, and that one's a DX. So it's a little different. The starter Covet is a little bit better than the one you drove in on, but um, I can see why nobody chooses this one. I mean, come on. The logical choice for a starter car is the 2400 IX, always. Just because it has all-wheel drive. I mean, just because of that alone makes it probably the sweetest deal for a starter vehicle, right? Oh, maybe not. I mean, even the interior options are different. This one has the snazzy interior. It's even in a desirable color. It's in seafoam green. If you ask me, this is the best color that these cars can come in. I always wanted a seafoam green vehicle. Like, yeah, this is the most desirable color for this type of car. Always wanted seafoam green or Tahitian green, uh, which is the Honda Civic color name for that is the Tahitian green. That's what they call it. green Honda Civic. If you have a green Honda Civic, let me know. Let me see, can I actually see the results of the poll? Somebody actually voted for the 240BX. I see that now. So we have 100% votes on the 240BX. I mean, this car is even in the same color, so this one's also really nice. I mean, I drove the 2400 iX in my first career mode playthrough, so I knew it was either going to be the 240BX or the Covet. Nobody, and you're right, I've never seen anybody choose the Covet, but this one. Okay, so reason why you might not want to choose this one as a starter is it just has more miles. You know, it just has more miles than the normal Covet, so that's really it. Yeah. And, I mean, you know, they're both... I mean, I don't know. Another reason why you might not want to choose the Covet at all is these two are... This is a liftback. This is essentially a three-door hatchback. These two are essentially the same car, only this one is rear-wheel drive, and that one is front-wheel drive. Really, really it. This one comes with a 2-liter, and most Covets come with a 1.5-liter. So, I mean, you know, and also it gets style points for being a pillarless, having a pillarless window. So, I mean, come on, it's pretty clear based on the selection. It's really easy to see why nobody would choose the Covet as the starter vehicle. Pretty easy. And it has the pop-up headlights. No, I'm still. Let me check the poll one more time. Yeah, it's still showing the 240BX as the winner. So I'm gonna go ahead, make the 240BX the one. Let's see, just a little over 100,000 miles. I think. Just a little more horsepower. It's a bit hard to compare because it's also a little bit heavier than the Covet. It's okay, it's just a starter car. As soon as I'm done with the tutorial, I am going to look and see what's already available. Okay, what is it? Okay, yeah. it saying? To the left side of the screen. Oh, it's telling us to install. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Oh yeah, it even mentions the new drift zones. That's pretty nice. Very cool. Yeah, yeah. It's a nice. It was actually very nice that they went ahead and added, a bare bones wear and tear for cars, but they weren't um, like if you use the used car generator at all, they weren't like that. They were still mostly drivable, but they still had some wear. I actually can't wait for them to add like a hardcore mode. Like a hardcore mode that makes it similar to the used car generator, where you can buy like complete junk. That will be fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what cars they have for sale. Go ahead and it's always worth checking. Oh, yes. And I should go ahead and explain that I have mods installed. So the mods will appear. But I chose, some ones that will work. So as you see, there are mod cars in here. Nothing we're really gonna mess with right now. Oh yeah, I even have some. Dang, they've got some rare stuff already. I remember actually struggling to find, like I had to actually grind in order to reset the marketplace so that I could find a Scintilla. Now there's a whole bunch of them, so they changed that. And this is already here. Did it have to be the active? Did it have to be this one? It's a private seller. Yeah, yeah. Hardcore mode, I can't wait. So this is actually... So this is my starter daily, but I want... Wow, even the pigeon. Oh man, even the pigeon is here. They must have upped the population of the pigeon because it would never ever spawn in this marketplace. Almost never, because of how rare it is. So they revamped this considerably. Um. So yeah, we have some options already for some. Ooh, the trailer. The trailer, getting a trailer early might actually be a good idea. Commercial vehicle sales. I'm actually, alright, new poll. New poll. Yes, I am, so, basically buying utility stuff so I can make money fast, essentially. I'm doing this playthrough a little bit differently, because I never actually messed around with the cargo, you know, moving cargo and stuff, doing the labor in the laborer tree. So I'm gonna focus more on that this playthrough. Focus more on the cargo delivery stuff using a personal vehicle. Yeah. So right now I'm gonna launch a new poll because I already have enough money for one of these two things. I'm going to go ahead, launch a new poll. I can end this one, and I'm going to launch a new one. Start a new poll. Small trailer or Hirochi talent for first purchase. Trailer talent go. Yes, Nerf God, I put the wrong, I thought it was a 300i, or 3000i, I mean. It was a 2400iX, not a 300iX. Just a simple typo on my end. It's more or less the same thing. It's just, at a smaller, ratio, compression ratio. That's it. That's really it. It was a 2400. It was just a typo. It's literally, looks like it's 50-50 on the talent and the trailer right now. We have, oh man, yeah, it would be 50-50, but there's only 2 votes. So if one person, oh wait, I'm the one person. Dang it. Well, since it's a tie now, I guess I get the final pick. I'm going to go ahead and go all in and buy the trailer. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I need some. Okay, never mind. I forgot about taxes. Taxes. So actually, I have to buy the talent. Okay. I forgot about taxes, y'all. Alright. So, let's go see this. Because it's a private cell, we have to go to where it is. I don't even know where it is. What could have I sold? That's $700. I could have sold panels of my car. What was I gonna sell? They actually nerfed selling parts. When the last time I did career mode, they actually nerfed the cost of individual pieces, so you can't actually do the chop shop technique to get infinite money. Like, each part is now... Whoa, each part is now, matching quality. So the chop shop technique no longer works, unfortunately. I tried it. Last time I played career mode, I actually tried the chop shop technique and it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, I would say that because everyone was doing it, uh, they fixed that. Oh, that was ABS. That was ABS, Nerf God. The 240BX has really touchy ABS, which could mean that it's faulty, but it's better that it's it's better that it's touchy. There it is. Okay, well there it is. I have to turn around. Let's just practice my parallel parking while I'm at it. I didn't turn wide enough. The problem is you can't really see the hood on this car. And I'm also hitting the curb a bit. so I'm just gonna roll up. And interesting fact, I'm parallel parking by feel, it seems. That's okay. I actually talked to somebody from San Francisco, and if you don't know, when you park on the street, you have to turn to the right if you're parked at an incline. Fun fact. So when you're parked on an incline, you have to turn your steering wheel all the way to the right. And the reason why is if for whatever reason you're, like say for example, I only park with my parking brake and the parking brake fails, right? I'll even do a little demonstration right here. And for whatever reason my parking brake fails. Look at that. My parking brake fails and my car turns to the right, hits the curb, and then won't move anymore instead of going straight back. Something interesting I learned. Although I could have just hit the Pessima behind me. But at least, you know, the car won't roll away. Yep, even when you're parked on the right side, you turn to the right. Even when you're parked illegally on the side, you still turn it to the right. It doesn't matter. The back wheels will still hit the curb. I am actually parked pretty close to the curb, so the chance of the car now rolling away because of a parking brake failure is now greatly reduced. Anyway, oops. What was that all about? Oh yeah, it's because I already purchased it. That's why. I just had to go get it. That was all that was. There we go. Alright. He is in the way. I now have to hop the sidewalk in order to get out of here. There we go. He moved finally. But I'm in a precarious position now, so I'm gonna just do what I was gonna do anyway. There we go. We might as well do some deliveries while we're all the way over here. And what better starter delivery than food? I don't know. I was a little too close to the curb, but yeah. And this is why I like steel wheels now. Got curb rash. Curb rash is a thing. So hubcaps and steelies are actually good after all, if you just drive a car normally. I don't even know where you pick up the deliveries. I'm assuming I'm going the right way. Oh, it's right there. Never had a problem with curb rash until I drove a car with 16-inch wheels and low profile tires. And I'm like, oh yes, this is a thing. I never had that problem in my Versa because it was on 15s. It was on 15s. I had alloy wheels still. Oh. There's nothing I can deliver. All cargo. There is no cargo to deliver here. Oh, weird. There's nothing to actually deliver here. Have I tried car jockey? What is car jockey? Is it the same thing as garage to garage? I have played that. Oh man, I played that. Garage to garage was annoying because you have to do it in as a streak in order to get paid. Let's try the turbo burger. I definitely have a container. Ah, here we go. We got some parcels here. Food to the suburbs. Food to the suburbs. Well, these are all at the suburbs. So we can do this. There we go. And this is why food delivery is a scam. Why I will never do it. All that effort just for like 23 bucks. Yeah, it's garage to garage, but you have to deliver in decent condition. Okay. That makes sense. It is so it is like garage to garage. Okay. I see, I see. Can you haul multiple cars at once with car jockey? Because there is potential for some money there if you can haul more cars than just one. Okay, I'll give it a shot. So a little bit of personal news. I finally fixed one of my cars anyway. Finally fixed it. So yay for me, I can actually drive a car now. On New Year's Day, I actually found the motivation to do it. And that was pretty much the only thing I did all day. Didn't take very long, it just took like a couple of hours. It wasn't anything weird. Alright, so we got our talent. Now we can really get to hauling stuff. Oh wait, what? Didn't I buy it? I don't think the transaction ever actually... I think it despawned. or something. I think I did all that work for nothing. Okay. Hang on. Okay, purchase vehicles. So I go to purchase. Okay, we can just buy this one. Okay, well, we did all that for nothing. But that's okay, it was fun. There we go. So now, we got one, that's the important part. Now, we are going to purchase parts. And we're going to install one of these guys. We can even get a fluid tank for the XL. Ooh, fluids. I forget, yeah, so they added this recently. You can install an aggregate box and a fluid tank in the XL position. And additional cargo slots. So these things can be a little insane. Yes, somewhere. I'm sure there are some fluids to deliver. So, okay, it's pull time. Pull time for the cargo options. For our XL, extra large cargo slot, should we get a fluid tank, an aggregate tank, or just stick with a regular cargo box? Oh yeah, I should have concluded that poll, by the way. Alright, start a new poll. Fluid tank ag box cargo box. Start. Um, yeah, the aggregate box is the corrugated box. Quite simply, it's similar. It's similar to the fluid tank in that you're hauling particulate matter, but it's more sharp. So, fluids, they slosh more. Things like earthen materials, they jump around a little bit more faster than fluids do. Because fluids will slosh around, and ag can fall to one side and then stay there. So it's a little different, just a little different. it's simulated. You, unfortunately, there is no aggregate, but I guess that is how they had to do it. And so far, it's a 50-50 split on fluid and cargo. Do I have different amount of boxes on my vehicle? You can customize these a little bit. I think, like for example, you can remove the. You can just remove some of them, like entirely. They're somewhat customizable. Although the labeling is a little weird. It's still 50-50. I'm gonna go with the. Alright, so I'm gonna go with the fluid tank, just because I haven't done it before. So I'm gonna get rid of the cargo box and install the fluid tank. Bingo. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, are you telling me that that's too heavy for the... Oh, it might work. Let's give it a shot. It might actually be too heavy for the talent. Ah, yes, one of these has to go... The one that I have selected has to go to the port. Which, if we're likely to find any liquid cargo types, it's probably going to be there. That is nice that this Hirochi service talent has a GPS It's a nice little addition that I was not aware of when purchasing this thing. Do I think that they should make the waypoint the GPS if a car has one? Yes, I do, actually. Yes, I do. I really wish the Beam Navigator received an update that made it so that that was the thing that told you where to go, and have it not be on your screen. Because even if I disable the UI, the arrows are still pointing at where I need to go. So even if I try to do it realistically, the markers are still here, and you can't disable them. Which is why I can't wait for an actual hardcore mode. This thing has an interior light, right? No, maybe that was the... That was the wait, was it the Kevin? Well, I think it was the Kevin that actually had the interior light. It's a dang shame the talent stole the spotlight from all those. The Kevin, I mean, they ideally, all key cars, K cars aren't built the same. They look the same, but they all are built different. They just are. I actually liked the Kevin's design a little bit more because it wasn't a rear engine. The Talent is a rear engine K truck, and that means you can't have a tow hook installed, or a tow hitch, not a tow hook, a tow hitch. So there is no potential for towing. Because of the construction. All right, let's see. fluids. Natalie's nail. Shop supplies. Commercial wares. Oh, I see. Here's the trailer delivery stuff. I want to do this eventually when I get a vehicle that can support these. The actual trailer delivery will be really nice. Materials? No materials. Loaners? No loaners. Materials are what we need to do. So, I bet you there are some materials. Let's see. Oh, I see. Wide variety of cargo types. Industrial goods. Industrial fluids provides industrial fluids, but it has none of them are available. Okay. So we probably have to work up to actually if we have to work up to those, we should go ahead and get some. This one. There we go. Oh, that's cool. They make you go through the whole thing to get the stuff. Just like, yeah, that's actually pretty nice. They make you go through the whole thing. Now you have to be careful when following waypoints, even in this game, because sometimes they show you the fastest legal route, but it's not the actual fastest route, so you have to be careful with your waypoint. Can also be misleading because it shows you the fastest route, but the fastest route isn't always ideal, especially when you're hauling things, trailers and stuff. Like, this place is very, when it comes to terrain, this place is a little unforgiving. For, the trucks. Heavy stuff. Like, taking this skyway is almost always ideal when doing multi-stop hauls. If you're hauling stuff into the city, because it's nice and level. Do I think there will somehow be a way to do career mode in multiplayer? I think something you need to. Yeah, yeah. Do I think that they will do career and multiplayer? That is up to. I mean, wouldn't that be up to. Oh, it's actually called Natalie's Nail. How about that? I actually didn't know that these shops had their own individual names. How about that? I guess that is why they touched this area up in the last update. To give them a better sense of place. Oh, this place is always dangerous. Oh, wow. Not even worth it. But we're doing this for experience. But yeah, that's up to the BeamNG team if they want to do that. I think they could, but since multiplayer is like their brainchild, they need, if they want to do that, they could probably. What would I like to see in career mode? Um, well, I would like more in-world stuff. So their focus right now is on, you know, cargo, the laborer tree. I remember them talking about how eventually the laborer missions and cargo will kind of merge together to be, you know, one. I think that is because right now they're only doing that to separate between labor and deliveries, when really they should be the same thing. eventually they would like to merge these together. Um, so they would have to do that for all of the services that are available. So, like, if you want to be a taxi driver, just for example, you have to go to the taxi depot and you have to get a license for that. Or you gotta, you know, buy your own depot and manage your own fleet of taxis. I think that would be pretty neat. Managing a fleet, you know, not just you doing the jobs, but managing an entire fleet of cars, vehicles, I think would be interesting. I mean, why not? We've already got insurance and things to do, things to drop off, you know, and we gotta worry about mileage and being, you know, why not take it a step further and own your own depot and manage your own fleet of cars? You know, buy the cars, put drivers in them, and have them automatically do some of the stuff for you. You know, give a real reason to have multiple vehicles, really. Buy like 5 cars and put people in them. And then profit. All you have to do is maintain the fleet. Let's see, office wares. Yes. And where's this going? Yeah, we don't have time for that. This is only going to there. Yeah. Okay. Ideally, I should have. No, this would have been about the same. Okay. Continue. Why? What? Um. Oh, you wonder what is gonna be there? Um. So, like every time they add, you know, or you don't have. Oh, let's see, you're doing a wide turn. Every time they add like a construction site, it usually means they're working on something. I think they're just developing that parking garage. There was a parking garage that developed around the police station. So maybe they're gonna put another parking garage at the hospital and finish the expansion to the hospital. That would be pretty sweet. Because right as it currently stands, if you need to go to the hospital, there's nowhere for you to park. You have to take the bus or something. Oh, and see, this is why I didn't want to go this way. It's too hard on the little vehicle. What are you doing? But what do you want to see in career mode? I mean, there's tons of things they can add in career mode. Tons, literally tons. I've come up with some ideas. You know, some of my videos that I've created are all potential things that you can do. Right? that are vehicle related, like an insurance adjuster. That would be a fun one. Basically, you go to a place where an accident happened, or you go to a customer and you determine, just by looking at damage, determining how much money the customer should get compensated for their insurance. I mean, that might be a little bit out of the scope of Beam, but again, we actually do have insurance. Like, different tiers of insurance and whatnot, and potential different fuel types. It could go that far if they really want to make it happen. And that's fun because it would put BeamNG's damage model to work. And your score, like how well you do, would be rated based on how accurate you are. So if you look at a car and determine how damaged it is and you give an estimate to the customer, your performance is rated based on how accurate you are. But kind of test your knowledge on some of Beam's vehicles a little bit. Kind of test your knowledge. Give an estimate on how much a vehicle would be worth based on the circumstances. You know, mileage. There are some professional, like, you know, it doesn't have to be that in depth. You can kind of, you know, it should be to where you can do some of it in your head. If I were to make it, you should be able to just look at it and be like, well, look at the mileage. It's an old car. Probably not going to get much. We'll give you $2,000. Something like that. And obviously, you know, for more expensive cars, you give them a larger settlement. That sort of thing. Depends on their insurance plan and depends on the car. You give an estimate. I actually thought about being a insurance adjuster for Geico at one point. I didn't do it, but I considered it as an option for me. I thought it would be something I would like to do. I should do another video like that. I mean, I gave a basic rundown, but I should do something like that again. It requires level 2. Alright, it just gives you the best one first. I think this might be the last one I do for tonight. Just because it's almost 9 o'clock for me, and I usually go to bed at 10. There's some things I gotta do before I go to bed, so I might call it for now. It's actually exciting to be doing career mode again. And finally playing with cargo like actually playing with the cargo, other than not playing with the cargo, we can actually go this way. I doubt it's actually faster. That was fun. I actually never went that way. Never considered that as an option. What you would find with cool if it had more specific jobs that BeamNG can offer. Police station, but placing tickets and attending acts. Yeah, you're right. You know, there's a lot of missions where you chase a guy, right? I feel like that's a little bit unauthentic for police work. It might be on the a little bit on the extreme side. Just chasing everybody. I mean, that is actually in this game, the police missions are the easiest way to get money. Fastest way to get money in the career mode is to do the police special services type thing. It's broken because of how much money you can get. They may have balanced it since then, since when I last played it. I know I absolutely grinded the service missions for money. I feel like you should have to, if at the end of a chase, you should have to bring, if you make an arrest, you should have to bring the person you arrested back to the police department. You know, and you would have to work up to having better vehicles and equipment, just like you do in the labor tree. You know, you start out as a beat cop, and you just do a patrol route, and you get money for doing the route, and whatever, you know, happens during your patrol, you get money for that. Oh, yes, and of course, traffic enforcement. There is tons of potential for traffic enforcement in Beam. Tons of things. You could get, you know, money for You could get money for issuing tickets, parking violations, that sort of thing. Cars being parked where they're not supposed to. It's actually quite a quite an issue. Quite a real issue. People parking where they're not supposed to. And crashes. No, I don't want to crash my talent. I have to pay for the damages for it. I really do, because I'm doing career mode right now. And I'm using my personal vehicle to do these cargo delivery missions. I don't want to have to damage my one and only means of doing work. Even if insurance will cover it. Yeah, that's something I absolutely, yes, Drift God. That is also something I absolutely want to see in career mode, and I'm surprised they didn't start with that. Using your personal vehicles for races. You can kind of start out with that, but you have to finish the race first before you can use your personal vehicle. And I think you should start with that. You know what I mean? That would be fun. And you should get, you know, bonuses for using your personal vehicle or something like that. Uh-oh. The bad thing about career mode is it shows all of my misshifts. Is my mic still really quiet? I thought I turned this game down enough. I just have to talk louder, I guess. Oh no, we're up this talent to a commercial truck. Yeah. Yeah, the talent is kind of bad for deliveries. It was just cheap. But that's just because I have the wrong cargo. But it's good that I got the fluid tank early, because whenever I'm able, once I get enough experience, when I'm able to haul fluids, then the money will start coming in. And see, eventually they will, you know, merge these two. And also building up reputation with the depot will make it so that I can carry more from them, that sort of thing. And this thing is chugging. this is a bad hill for this thing. Before we take off, though, I do want to see if the dealerships have anything we can buy. Just to see what's available, really. We can always trade in our talent if we find something even better. We can actually also trade in our, go ahead and trade in our 240 BX if there is something much better we can get. Hold my breath. Okay, let's go. You can buy those here? Oh. Okay, you can buy those here. That's pretty nice. Dang, that's really expensive for that. Yeah, we can't really buy anything here. Even if we sell something. It was worth a look anyway. Although I do like the talent. It is actually really good. It's a little on the slow side, but it is actually really nice. It has almost as much cargo room as a D series with a it has as much cargo room as a D series with a standard bed, but a little bit less than one with a long bed. So it's kind of nice. It's just a little on the slow side. Actually, let's actually see. We're right here in the middle. Can we do anything? stop? Oh yeah, that's right. You can start doing stuff like that. Let's actually do a mission to get some quick cash. Since we're not delivering anything. And we'll do that as the last thing we do before we end the stream. Yeah, AI, you know, it's always a problem. I heard that the AI in career mode is actually worse. I actually can't tell right now. But I have heard that the AI in career mode is actually worse as far as traffic goes. So far, they seem pretty well behaved. Oh, you actually can. You can start out, but you don't get the challenges. Interesting. Which the challenges give you additional. Ooh, and you can go ahead and... Oh, but... Oh, it only counts if you use the default. Alright. That's cool. So you don't have to finish the race now to use your private vehicle. You can just go ahead and use it. That's interesting. I'm glad they added that. I hit the cone. That was fun. Oh, I didn't get a minute. Oh, I just got under. That's okay. We'll take our winnings and go. Just got under the bonus. Ooh, and there's another one. Okay, I don't know if we'll do this one. Oh. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one since we're here. We're right here. And there's a bonus to actually collide with AI. The reason is far in front and confuses them for a second. Depending on what road. Yeah, yeah. The AI crash for various reasons. It's just really hard to get them to behave or respond to situations appropriately. I did kind of mess with the decal road editor a bit to try to get AI to behave a little bit differently in a road for a mission I was trying to do. And it was just so hard using that to get them to do what I wanted. Basically, it's a dream and a miracle that the devs were able to get the AI to behave as they are right now. Okay, so I have to actually hit them. That's 3. They're just not doing so well. So I think I'll just win the race and get the bonus later. Alright, nice. And we unlocked intermediate races. Alright, that was fun. Uh-oh. There were some messages. They got rescinded. Uh-oh, what have I done? Oh, that's okay. It probably won't stay like that. There we go. Save. Alright. Alright, that concludes our stream for today. Hope you all had a good time. Good time watching me. We'll do this again soon. I don't intend on stopping until I get the Scintilla, so I did it the first time with no problem, so this shouldn't be any different, but I'm learning the new mechanics. Like, I didn't even know what car jockey was. I haven't touched career mode since I first did a pre-recorded version of it. So it will be interesting to see what's going on with it now. There's been a couple of updates now. a good night. See you. We got two videos uploaded now. They should be done. They'll be going up at normal time. Some fun stuff. I'll see you then. How long did it take me to get the Scintilla? Oh man, it took me like... It took me quite a bit. I did everything in the recordings. The thing that helped me, just doing a little bit of everything, helped me. It took me a couple of weeks. It took me a couple of weeks of grinding, actually. I did get earn some money off screen, but all I was doing was grinding. Was just doing the same missions over and over again. I had a bunch of cars. I bought a bunch of cars, so I just traded them all in to get the Scintilla, and then gave it the anniversary livery, and then crashed it purposefully. So that was fun. A perfect send off for that. I mean, you basically beat the game. You basically beat career mode when you can buy a supercar. You can buy basically any single car you want. Now, it might bankrupt you when you crash it. That's the thing. That's the one thing I noticed. Is like, oh yeah, you might not want to buy a supercar and make that your only car, because it'll bankrupt you really quick if you crash it. But I intentionally crashed it, so that was what I was going to end it with. Yeah, it took quite a bit. Alrighty. Oh, also, I just noticed that. Oh, I just noticed that's something I can add to. That right there is something I can actually add to my useless information. They're unicycles. They're unicycles. I can't believe I just now noticed that. Okay, so another thing to add to the upcoming useless information is these are unicycles. That's funny. I just now noticed that. Anyway, yeah. That's it for now. Hope you guys had fun. See you then. See you when I see you.